Hello everyone, welcome back to Kukua in the City. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm so happy to be back with you guys. I know it's been a minute since I have played with Kukua. I've just been building and also just life is lifing. Happy Mother's Day. Hope you all had a great Mother's Day. And if Mother's Day is a hard day for you, I hope that you were gentle with yourself and able to overcome and get through a difficult time. So I am here with Kukwa, and we just did her little morning routine, and now she's just having a little breakfast smoothie because she was really hungry last night. Like her hunger, she had some toast, and it still didn't even, really go up. So she is filling up her tummy with some good deliciousness, and then we are going to actually head to work. She does have work today at right now, really. So the game just alerted me that one, there's a rotten pizza out here, but two, like honestly, who's managing this? Like the landlord, can you do your job? I'm pretty sure Silas keeps on coming here and kicking over our trash can because he's quite upset that we didn't choose him. Silas definitely has an anger issue or a drinking issue. There's an issue because he's kind of irate and doing a lot. Him and Kukwa were not even in a relationship. They were just coworkers that were a little bit flirty. There's no need for all of this, so it's giving weird vibes for sure. So she is going to get ready for the day and honestly get ready for a tough day where she has to really confront Silas and be like, hey, like, can you come into work? Can you come into the office? Like, we need to talk. Kuka also needs to gain a logic skill. She needs to gain 2 logic skill points before she can advance to the next level in her career. And I think it's about time that we like sit her down and get her things. So I actually get her skills in order. I got her this little cute table here. Let me move this out of the way with this really cute chair with a pillow. And I think this is just so cute. Like it fits this boho corner that she has going on. Like it looks like it was there the whole time because it fits so well. So yeah, we're gonna have her work on her skills and stuff and like really be adamant about that. Although I do think, oh, the garbage needs to be taken out. Okay, we'll take that out soon. Awesome. I do think that Kuka lately has been thinking about what she wants to do. She has this passion for cooking, passion for passion, but a passion for cuisine rather. And she's enjoying it. And Silas also, not Silas, sorry, Wes is also an entrepreneur. So I feel like she might get some good tips and tricks from him on like how to navigate her newfound passion. I don't know what she'll end up doing. So I think that Wes might be able to offer some good counsel on, like what are some opportunities? Like he literally created a whole gallery by himself, which is a really big deal in my opinion. And I want to talk a little bit about Wes. He doesn't come from a lot. He's very self-made. Like it's him and his sister. They were in foster care. They don't have parents that were involved. Him and his stepsister are literally all each other had. And that's also why his stepsister is really protective. I know in the last episode when they went camping, you might misread Pamela to be someone who's like angry and aggressive, but really she's protecting her brother because it's only them two. They only have each other. And so, yeah, so I think that Wes is an inspiration because he's been able to build something really beautiful. He built a whole studio. He runs classes. He sells his paintings. He does exhibitions. Like he's on it. And I think Kuka is kind of drawing inspiration from that. Like, what if I also took a leap? Like, do I have to be at cheridesm? Do I have to stay here? Like, I'm good with events. I'm good with marketing. I'm good with the journalism stuff. But I'm also like wanting to pursue my passion. So I think that's something her and Wes can definitely chat more about. All right, so we are here with Kukwa at cheridesm, which is her workplace. If you haven't remembered from my last episode, here it is. And so she's just arriving right now. And we have James, who is the Deanwood priest, walking by. Very interesting. I don't think that she would stop to talk to him because I think she has a lot of things to do today. So we're going to head inside. We do have some of our staff members already here. So I'll just take a peek and see what everyone's up to. Looks like Marianne and Savannah are headed to her office. This is Marianne's office, of course. We also have Mateo over here who is looking to get some work done on his desk, at his desk. So I think that Kukwa is also going to head up here and get some work done. All right, so we have Kukua stepping in. First of all, if you look at her money, she has $53,000. That's inaccurate. I just cheated her money because I was working on some things. So I'm just going to have her donate money, and this is how I regulate it. I use the Monique's computer, bank online, donate money, and then I just have her donate however much she wants to, however much I want her to donate. So that her money can go back to normal. So this is how much she had. I'm not playing like a cheating game. I do want her to earn her money. All my Sims have to earn their money or they take out loans. So that is the vibe. So she is working here on some work, some reports and stuff like that. I think after she gets some work done, Kukua is going to... Okay, Mateo's also working on creativity. That's awesome. After she gets some work done, Kukua is going to actually call Silas in and be like, hey, like, we need to talk. Can you come to the office, you know, for lunch or whatever? Yeah, for lunch. I think that's a good idea. Let's talk. Let's, you know, like, I need to talk to you. So I think that's going to be the plan. So she'll wrap up her work. I also think she'll say hi to Mateo because she does know that Mateo and Jasmine have a little thing going on. So her best friend and Mateo, this is Mateo if you all forgot. Not him having a, what kind of book is this? Magnolia Story. Chip and Joanna Gaines, LOL. Not him having a couples counseling book on his desk. Maybe he was really feeling Jasmine. He was like, I need to learn how to be, you know, a good guy because he is a pleasure sim after all. Anywho, I think she will get up and talk to Mateo a little bit. They're not the closest, but I did notice a lot of their relationships went down. She's not very close with Savannah either, her the assistant to Marianne. So we can work on some relationship stuff today, but I do want her to get those skills up. Mateo's here just killing it with all these skill points. Jeez Louise. Savannah's talking with some people. We have Kennedy Cox over there. We have our dad. Not our dad coming to visit us. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Okay, cool. So, hey Mateo, how are you doing? Should they talk? I mean, 35. I think they could become friends now that she knows that Jasmine, her best friend, and Mateo have a little... She has a crush on Mateo. So she's like, oh, you know, how was the event? You know, I know you saw my bestie, Jasmine. I saw you two getting a little close, and he's like, Kukua, get out of here. But I think they're gonna talk just one more. Let's do some gossip. Let's see who they gossip about. Oh, okay. She's like, my boyfriend's sister is actually crazy. We went camping and she got into it, but he's like, no way. She's like, yeah. Okay, cool. Did they become friends? I really want them to be friends. Okay, they are friends. Can we do a little friendly hug? Let's do a gesture. I don't want him to reject her hug. Kuka's like, yeah, good. Aw, she liked that. That's good. Let's say hi to our dad. He came into the city, maybe to visit us. Let's greet him with an earthy hug and greet him with a kiss. And she's like, where's Bob? Not people pillow fighting. And he's like, oh, she had to work, honey, but I'm here. And she's like, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for checking in on me. He's like, oh, I just had to do some Sunday errands. And so I was just driving through and I wanted to stop by and see if you were working. And I'm glad that I saw you. So I think they'll chat a bit. And she's like, yeah, I come in on Sunday mornings. These people need to stop pillow fighting. I'm sorry. Yeah, so Kuka's like, yeah, I work on Sundays, but sometimes I'm not in. Sometimes I'm doing event stuff around the community, but I'm just really glad you could be here. So she's going to hug her dad one time before he leaves. Thanks so much, Dad. And he's going to head out of here. So I think at this point it is 1:17. We are going to call in Silas. We're going to just... should we meet him here at work? I mean, it's kind of inappropriate, but also, like, she doesn't want to, like, invite him to her place or anything, because that's not very respectful to Wes, right? I think we'll go into the meeting room here, this private room, since everyone is downstairs. All right, so Silas is here, and she told him, like, I'm in the meeting room upstairs, like, come meet me upstairs. So he's here, and he is going to go in and meet her. And I don't know that he's going to give her a hug, because I don't know his feelings towards her right now. He feels away. He feels betrayed. So let's have him go in. Okay, and so he's just kind of like, hey Kay, you called and I came running. What did you need? let's see his relationship panel. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. Right now, he has 3 bolts for Kukua, right? So he is very much attracted to her. Out of everyone, you can see he has 1 bolt for Jasmine. He doesn't really have bolts for people. He's friends with people, but he doesn't have bolts for people. He has 3 bolts of chemistry with Kukua. He is in love with her. She is his best friend, but they have a negative 85 short-term relationship, still 27 positive long-term. He also hates Wes's guts. They have negative 68, negative 58. He's never really even interacted with Wes. He just knows that Wes is Kukua's lover and he hates him for it. Kukua, on the other hand, is still 100 with Silas and she cares about him very deeply. Let's greet with a hug. He can't resist because he thinks this is his person. Kukua moved to the city, and as we saw, her first day, she was very nervous. She didn't connect a lot with her coworkers. She was feeling really stressed about it. And then she got assigned to work under Silas to do events. And Silas is kind of like the graphic designer, creative of the studio, of the nonprofit. And she's like the events person and the journalist kind of side. So they work together and they work together really well. And he was really kind to her. And she had a little crush on him because it's like, oh my gosh, my basically my supervisor at work is like super handsome and super kind to me. And so her and Silas got close. Then Kukua decided to throw a mixer at her home and invite her coworkers to get closer with them and to make some friends in the city. And that night, Silas came with Kukua to her home to set up and help her prep and, put out food and drinks and just kind of ease her nerves. And he was like a rock, She was just kind of feeling like she was drowning. And he was this solid foundation that was like, hey, like, I'm here, I got you. And so she really gravitated towards him. They went to the club, they were flirty, lots of drinks in. But then she met Wes at the club. And when she met Wes, she was like immediately like, oh, like, who is this guy? Right? But it wasn't anything like, oh my gosh, this guy is all over me. Like, it was just like, oh, like, this guy is really handsome and really attractive. We had a nice conversation at the club, but she left it at that. It was the next day when she went to yoga, she bumped into Wes again. They got to talking and she told him about her charity event that she was planning. And he was like all for it, wanting to help. And that's when her and Wes started to connect. And so she just naturally gravitated towards Wes. And Silas is upset about it. Because to him, Kukua is his person and he will just never accept that she didn't want him. One thing that Kukua did notice is that on a regular day-to-day, Silas barely shows up to work. He's very inconsistent. He doesn't even call to check on her. He didn't even wish her happy Bloom Day. But Wes was putting pressure, applying the pressure. The pressure is getting worse, okay? And Wes was calling and showing up and rolling wants for her. Like, Wes he's a relationship man. What can we say? So Kukua was like, I need steadiness. I don't need someone that only likes me when they have some alcohol in their system. I need someone that chooses me. And I think they really need to have like an important talk. So she's like, hey, I'm really glad like you're here. Can I give you another hug? Like, I haven't seen you since the event. And he's like, of course. Okay, cool. So right now she needs to apologize. And she doesn't need to apologize because she's done anything wrong. She needs to apologize because she recognizes Silas is triggered and has his own trauma. Silas is probably someone that has some sort of attachment issues or abandonment issues in his childhood. And that's why he saw Kukua, picked Kukua, chose Kukua, and couldn't accept that Kukua didn't reciprocate those feelings. That's why he comes to her house and kicks her trash can. That's why he, acts up in public and only hits on her when he's had alcohol. He probably has some problems. Kukua recognizes this, and so she is first saying, you know what? I can see how, sorry, I zoomed in too much. I can see how you could be hurt by me. We started this job together, and you and I clicked immediately. And of course, there was chemistry there. And I thought there was chemistry there, but I noticed that I just want something different. I want something a little more steady. I want to be loved and not unconditionally. And you and I have this amazing friendship, and I don't want it to be compromised because you didn't get your way. I want us to understand each other. I want us to support each other. And I think she's going to apologize one more time to try and get that meter a bit healthier. But I don't think Silas can understand her right away. That's why she's like, you need to try and understand me. You know, I care about you and I'm rooting for you and I want the best for you. And you can see here that the relationship went from negative whatever it was to a 9. Silas has a soft spot in his heart for Kukua. He loves Kukua. Let's be real. He's in love with her. He loves her. He loves her. And he's not the type of guy to say, I want the best for you. No, he's the type of guy to say, I want me for you. And so I don't think that he is going to, and this is funny that she's like, oh, you're so hot. Of course, this is just her saying, I care about you. You're a great guy, but I want something else. He is now going to apologize. And he's going to be like, I acted a fool. I came to your house and knocked your trash can over. Like, I did the most, and I'm really sorry about that. And then he's also going to give her a hug and just be like, now he's like, oh, she's hot. He's going to be like, I just want things to be good between us. He says he wants things to be good between them, but look at that face, y'all. Look at that face. You think this looks like the face of someone that's ready to give up? Because I do not think so. I think that in Silas's mind, him and Kukua are meant to be, and anything that's not that is wrong or not good enough. And look how fast things turned around. One conversation. Literally, Kukua has this guy wrapped around her finger. And so we can see right now, Silas is apologizing to Kukua through the through the friggin' window. We can see the tea and the drama. So anybody up here is probably like, oh my gosh, what are they talking about? Oh my gosh. But yeah, she's like, I forgive you. Let's move on. Just be cool. Let's work together. Let's do good work and everything's going to be fine. 85 with her mom. So she has been repairing her relationship with her parents, calling them, checking in on them, talking with them, sharing with them her goals, these type of things. And so I was going to invite her mom over, but I think we're going to hang out with our bestie. We haven't had much time with her. So let's wrap up this article and then we'll head out. All right, so here we are at the All Fresh. You can see Kukua running to the door. This is my organic grocery store, and I think I've already showed it to you. I don't really remember, but so this grocery store is on this huge lot, and on the right side is the grocery store, and it's an organic grocery store, so things are overpriced, expensive, and uppity, because I imagine in the city there's like Whole Foods, you know, or like those organic grocers and things like that, where they import things and they're organic and healthy and all the stuff. But then on the left side, we have the yoga studio, and up top is a restaurant called Pink Blossom, and that's where Kukua will be meeting Jasmine for lunch. But for the meantime, we do need to get pet food because we have a pet. We have Cream, as you all recall. I did change things up in here, so I will show you. Actually, this fun fact, this Maple Springs Pool and Spa is actually a spa that I'm currently renovating for the city Sims to have more luxury, because that's what we're here for, luxury. Anyway, let me show you quickly the store. I might have already showed you, but I don't really remember. Anyway, this is the entrance, and I did change it up a bit. So what I did is I added in this section here where there's pet food. And so right when you come in, you can purchase these ridiculously expensive. Of course, it's an organic food store, so this is organic, healthy, vegan pet food or cat food or whatever the case. And you can purchase that here. So I did add this area here, and I like the greenery and stuff. I'm just going to show you the rest of the store in case I haven't already showed you. This is the self-checkout, and you can, you know, check out yourself. This is the fake checkout where somebody would spawn here, but I didn't want anyone here. I feel like the lot's big enough and laggy enough as it is. We have some on sale produce and some fish. We have some salmon and things like that over here, which is lovely, and I love the realism for it, period. And then over here we have like a counter with all the random bits, and these are not purchasable. It's just deco. So I just put some stuff out here, some cornflakes, some Pepsi. I'm sure there's some wine up here. It was a pain putting all these things here because this shelf doesn't have any slots. So it's not like when you drag something, it snaps. I had to literally like lift everything up. It was the most annoying thing. So I will not be doing that again. As you can see, the shelves are kind of floating, but we don't talk about that. Then you go through these double doors. When you get to this point, now we have the frozen foods. We have the fish here as well. You can purchase, which might be, you know, really nice. And then more frozen foods here. Over here, we have canned and packaged goods. These are purchasable. And so when you purchase them, your food well, rather, when you purchase these things, let's say Kukua comes here to purchase a loaf of bread. A loaf of bread, first of all, is $38. So you would add it to your shopping bag. And then when you pay for it, when you go home, you would stock your fridge, and your fridge would now have fresh food points, which means that the quality of food that Kukua will cook, how full it would make you, and how much it would fill up your hunger bar. All of that will be affected when you actually shop for groceries. So these add fresh food points. So I thought that was really awesome. You could, buy a box of pasta or a Nutella jar right here. You could get Nutella. So in addition to just like buying regular groceries. And then on this side, it's just a bunch of plants here. I really don't remember if I've showed you this or not. But anyway, I just like the idea of having plants. Some are purchasable. This is $18, so it's not expensive. And then some are just deco. Like, yeah, this is deco, right? Yeah. So some of them are purchasable. I didn't set all of them as purchasable because that's annoying. I don't want all the Sims gathering here and, things like that. So why don't we start with grabbing some pet food. We definitely need pet food because literally Cream doesn't have any food. So let's go ahead and grab a box. Awesome. And then we are going to also grab some canned food. Let's do a loaf of bread here. And maybe a fizzy drink. And some peanut butter. $18 peanut butter. It's giving very much Whole Foods. Awesome. And then let's go back here and get some actual groceries to stock up our fridge. Stock remaining. Okay. I don't work here, so do I need to know the stock remaining? Okay, anyway. We just got paid today. So let's do $164. Perfecto. Pay for items here. That's very cool. I have never used this, so I don't even know that you could do that. Okay, awesome. And so she paid for items at the self-checkout, and now we have butt-free pet food. We have our loaf of bread. We have all our items in our inventory. That's awesome. Like, sis, I miss you. And so they're gonna, what, kiss? No, she's gonna appreciate her. Thanks so much for coming. She's like, of course. We haven't chatted in so long. I literally miss you so much. So I think she'll tickle her a bit. And yeah, they're best friends, so they do what best friends do. Let's gossip a bit, and let's see what she'll end up talking about. Oh my gosh, she has to tell everybody the story. She's like, yo, I have to tell you about what Wes's sister did. She's like, no way. She's like, she got in a fight. For me, literally. Look at Jasmine's face. Jasmine's like, what? Okay, so let's head up, and we're going to ask to form a group. Ask to form a casual group just for fun so that we can dine together. So this restaurant is called Pink Blossom, and I did build this lot myself, so of course I built the restaurant. This is the entrance area, and then you would come here to speak to the host and be seated. And the theme of this restaurant is pink floral. It is a rooftop cafe, and so we have all these lovely areas to sit. And then this is where the chef would cook. And so it's just like a really scenic, beautiful place to have a meal. All right, so we have them here, and they are at the table, seated. These lamps are huge. I didn't think about that when I was building the place. Jasmine and her are chatting and talking, and it's just girl time, you know. I guess she doesn't want to talk about burglars. We're ready to order, so let's order for me, and we're gonna do she's a foodie after all, so she's gonna do something she can't easily make at home. Let's do the blackened catfish. And then Jasmine, order for Jasmine. I think Jasmine's gonna do something different, right? Creamy soup with salmon. So they're both kind of in a seafood kind of mode. And I think we're done ordering. Thank you. He's like, all right, seafood for both of you. Got it. Thank you. So the ladies are going to talk and chat, and I'm sure Kukua's just filling her in with everything. Please don't spill it on us. You got it. Boom. Beautiful. And for the food lovers out there, this is what the food looks like. Jasmine's like, this is good, honey. That was creamy salmon soup, and then we have blackened catfish. And so the women are chatting and talking. Kukua is definitely filling Jasmine in on, you know, the camping trip. Like, girl, this is what happened. You know, this is what's been going on. Yada, yada, yo. Yeah, so they're chatting. And Kukua's just like, girl, I don't know. I talked to Silas today, and Jasmine's like, okay, progress. That's amazing. She's like, yeah, I talked to Silas, and he took it really well. Like, I apologized to him if I miscommunicated something. He also apologized to me, and yeah, we just kind of said we're gonna do good work together and keep it at a friendly level. And I explained to him that Wes is who I'm focused on and Wes is who I want. She's like, I need to take some of this. Period. Cool. So they're gonna finish up. It is 9. Awesome. So we're gonna pay the bill and get going, I think. Yeah, Jasmine's done as well. Let's pay the bill. Thanks so much for coming. I love you so much. We'll see each other soon. And Kukua is gonna head home. All right, so we're back home with Kukua, and she's just putting away her groceries. It is quite late, so I'm sure she wants some R&R. Cream is here wanting a stroke, so let's go ahead and cuddle with our cat. So cute. We could also give her a treat now that we can. Feed a treat. Oh, we can hug her. Aw, give love, feed a treat. It is getting quite late, and before we end the day, we're gonna call over our boo. Maybe we should even just head over to Wes's place. Yeah, let's surprise Wes. And let's go over to his place. Okay, y'all, so I was getting tons of errors when I came into his lot, but I think it's because I had to delete his bed. Sometimes you get like a jumping error. It's happened to me before, so I'm gonna just think that's it. I don't know. I'm hoping I don't get an error sign. So this is Wes hugging up his girl. Let's do a little bit of a kiss. Let's do a peck. Hey, babe. I'm happy to see you came through. Of course. So they're gonna kiss and enjoy each other. And Wes is just happy to see her, to be honest. Like, no complaints on his end. He's gonna flirt a bit with her and, you know, tickle her a bit and just have some fun. And then I think they'll move over to the couch where she'll update him on what happened with Silas. She's like, hey, come over here. Oh, so cute, so cute. And she's just basically saying, like, you know what, I got a chance to talk to Silas, and I handled it, and I don't want you to be worried about anybody else, you know, being interested in me or something. And he's like, I'm so happy that you took care of that. Thank you for listening to me. She's like, of course, it was a big misunderstanding. Silas understands, like, we're just friends, and yeah, like, my eyes on you, all eyes on you. And so they're gonna kiss and cuddle and be cute. Okay, and they're here getting frisky. Wes's house is so cute. I really do enjoy his the aesthetic of the space. It'll be really interesting when they move in together, to see how they, like, when they get married, like, if they, you know, if that all happens, to see kind of how things will work with their style, because Kukua is very, like, bright pink and Wes is very, like, dark, moody. So I don't know, we'll have to see. But I think we can take this to the bedroom. What do y'all think? And I think they're gonna do a nice little woohoo moment and end off the night, end off strong. I'm joking. That is the end of our episode. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I'm glad that we got to the bottom of things with Silas. We are gonna move this thing along because their wants are wanting, honey. Get engaged, give a back rub. We can give a back rub, and he wants to ask her on a date. He wants to get engaged. So we know that things are going to progress, and I'm excited for it. So I hope you are too. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye.